An Atlanta Falcons fan who gave herself the title of the Birdlady pleaded not guilty to fraud charges in Fulton County Court today.
And she's accused of taking thousands of dollars from Kansas City Chiefs fans for tailgate parties that never happened. Police arrested the Falcons superfan after Atlanta News First investigator Anastasia Olmos reported on the alleged scheme.
And Anastasia is live outside Mercedes-Benz Stadium where that arrest happened. And Anastasia, were you able to speak with the so-called Birdlady today? Did she tell you anything?
Very briefly outside of the courtroom. She didn't go on camera, but I did get a chance to ask her if she has evidence for that not guilty plea. And she told me, of course she does. It's the same evidence she's been claiming to have since I interviewed her in the fall, and yet she still has not shared.
State of Georgia versus Carolyn Freeman. Carolyn Freeman, a.k.a. the self-proclaimed Atlanta Falcons Birdlady, appearing with a public defender in Fulton County Superior Court Tuesday. What plea is your client entering this morning?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
She even showed up to court looking like the bird she is. We got a triple OG city girl here. That's Carolyn Freeman, a.k.a. the Birdlady. She's been a thing at the Atlanta Falcons games since the 90s, showing up in full costumes, seeking attention while supporting the football team. In 1998, she caught the attention of Falcons legends Jamal Dirty Bird Anderson and Jesse the Hammer Tuggle. They started calling her the Birdlady after she caught their attention as a superfan, and ever since, she's been the fixture on the scene among fans. Well, that was 27 years since 1998, and now she's grown into a full-blown dusty bird accused of scamming fans out of thousands.
That lady shouldn't be able to be in the stadium, let alone call herself anything affiliated with the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, she definitely should be banned after scamming football fans for years. From people handing over thousands of dollars for her to do tailgate parties that never happened, to Super Bowl trips. This dirty bird has been snatching up people's money and flying off in the wind, just easy breezy, like nothing ever happened.
Tonight, football fans from across the country are calling out an Atlanta Falcons superfan who calls herself the Birdlady.
They claim she has taken thousands of dollars from them for tailgates that never actually happened. Atlanta News First investigative reporter Anastasia Olmos reports.
When the Falcons took on the Chiefs here in Atlanta just a couple weeks ago, a Chiefs fan group says that they paid the Birdlady nearly $15,000 to host a tailgate right here. Except when they showed up, it looked exactly like this, empty. Our investigation found this isn't the first time.
We showed up and we saw this. Nothing.
Nothing was not the kind of tailgate more than 300 Chiefs fans paid for when their team played the Falcons in Atlanta on September 22nd.
She's supposed to bring food. She's supposed to bring games. She's supposed to bring TVs.
She is Carolyn Freeman from Macon, but she calls herself the Atlanta Falcons Birdlady. She's not on the NFL team's payroll, but she was named a 2016 Bud Light NFL Superfan, recently featured in a Wilson Sports Superfan Tailgate series, and on an Equifax billboard in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
She made it sound as if it was a fundraiser for her nonprofit.
Her nonprofit, Birdlady Cares Inc., is listed on the philanthropic research website GuideStar as serving children affected by abuse, domestic violence, and bullying.
This is the contract that she provided.
With a contract signed, Southwood says their records show fans paid Birdlady Cares Inc. more than $14,000
to do a tailgate.
Southwood says Freeman gave them coordinates for the tailgate that led fans from all over the country to a lot off Vine Street near the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
She called that morning at like 10:30 and said she had a medical emergency, but she would be there by 1:30.
And when 1:30 came, Southwood says the Birdlady had a new excuse.
I'm still on my way. I got pulled over by the police because my trailer's too heavy.
She never showed.
About third quarter, texts just start flying that the Birdlady was in the building at the game.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
Imagine paying this lady over $14,000 for a tailgate party. She never showed up for the party, but she took her raggedy self inside the game, partying like she didn't just run off on the plug. And get this, it wasn't her first time.
If this sounds familiar, it's because it is.
Atlanta News First reported on a similar incident involving the Birdlady in 2017.
Upset, hurt. It was $416.
A group of Falcons fans say they paid the Birdlady hundreds of dollars for an all-inclusive bus trip to Super Bowl 51 in Houston, but they say the buses never came to pick them up. The fans claim Freeman went to the game and Sports Illustrated featured her as a human of the Super Bowl, where she stated she was bedridden for 12 years and lived off a disability check.
We all believed everything he said.
That's the Birdlady herself. After the Super Bowl, she told one of our Atlanta News First reporters that the bus company she planned the trip with scammed her.
He was just so believable.
We were able to confirm at least 3 fans that paid the bus company directly got refunds. But we also found the Georgia Seahawkers fan club claimed Freeman did the same thing with their tailgate months before that 2017 Super Bowl.
To this day, people go, do you remember that tailgate back then?
The organizer says Freeman told her she was affiliated with the Falcons.
And it was her job to sort of be the ambassador for away fans traveling to Atlanta.
They say she took thousands of dollars from them via PayPal, but come game day, nearly 1,000 Seahawks fans, including players' families, lined up and waited hours for nothing. We don't know what Freeman used the tailgate funds for. Atlanta News First investigates confirmed she is a season ticket holder with a personal seat license at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, a price tag of thousands of dollars a year.
I just want her to pay the money back or pay for her actions.
We reached out to Freeman via phone, text, and social media, but she has not answered.
That lady shouldn't be able to be in the stadium, let alone call herself anything affiliated with the Atlanta Falcons.
The Falcons organization tells me that this is a legal matter and they can't comment. However, I was able to confirm that Equifax will be taking down that billboard featuring the Birdlady this week. I reached out to the Birdlady several times and still no answer. Reporting here in Atlanta, I'm Anastasia Olmos. Atlanta News First investigates.
And to think people thought she was legit because for years, she was presenting herself as a legitimate representative of the Falcons, often featured on media outlets and even co-signed by large corporations, spending big advertising budgets with the team. Well, just months ago, the Dirty Bird was captured at the Falcons game in front of everybody.
New tonight, a Macon woman who calls herself the Falcons Birdlady arrested on a felony count of theft by deception. That's according to jail records from the Atlanta Police Department. Carolyn Freeman is a self-proclaimed Falcons superfan. She was at Mercedes-Benz Stadium Sunday when the Falcons played the Dallas Cowboys. Viewer footage shows the moments Freeman was handcuffed by security and removed from the building. We reported back in 2017, fans were left without a trip to the Super Bowl after a disagreement between Freeman and the bus company she used to get people to the event. Recently, Freeman was accused of misusing money from other fan events.
And this week, she faced a judge where she entered a plea of not guilty.
What plea is your client entering this morning?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
She pled not guilty to theft by deception. After Kansas City Chiefs fans claim she took nearly $15,000 to host a tailgate at the Falcons game in September and never showed.
When she said not guilty, what's your reaction?
BS, if I can say it nicely.
She's very guilty. Oh, she's guilty. She's very guilty.
Chiefs fans showing up in court to see the superfan and season ticket holder.
I'm still very angry about how she represented Atlanta.
When I say AT, you say L.
Crazy part, she's out here representing Atlanta at these games, and she's not even an Atlanta resident. This lady's been driving to Atlanta for these games from Macon.
In November, we met with the Birdlady herself before a game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, not knowing she'd be walking out in handcuffs.
Look, y'all already got the right color.
This was just weeks after an Atlanta News First investigation into alleged sham tailgates at both a Chiefs and a Seahawks game against the Falcons at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the last few years. We also heard from Falcons fans who said she stood them up for the Super Bowl in 2014 and 2017.
People say that you have used the money towards fixing your car or paying for your
I don't need that money for that. Okay. I don't need that. I've never had a problem with money. I have money. My family has money.
While she didn't provide us proof, the 65-year-old from Macon denied all allegations of misusing any money. Fans said she claimed part of the profits would also help Birdlady Cares Inc., serving children affected by abuse, domestic violence, and bullying.
How much of this funding has gone towards your nonprofit?
None of that went to it because I spent more than I received.
When we asked her where the money went, Freeman said she hosted the tailgates. She was just late for many reasons.
I had double pneumonia with a viral infection. My handyman, my worker, he tripped, busted his head open, blood everywhere, neurocardiogenic syncope, which means I have low blood pressure, low blood sugar, and I went over the bump. The dang trailer came off the hitch.
She is one fast-talking scam artist, isn't she? And it's amazing how she can pull these excuses out of nowhere. It's always a different story.
Now, the judge today also said that the district attorney filed enough evidence for this case to go to trial. We will find out now at her next court appearance in July if she will settle here with the district attorney in a plea deal or if a jury will decide her fate.
Okay, so the Birdlady says she's not guilty. She did show up for these tailgate parties. She was just late. Like, really, lady? Remember, according to one of her victims, she never showed up to the location where she was supposed to provide food and music and entertainment. Instead, they found her soaking up the attention on the big screen inside of the stadium on the Jumbotron trying to be seen. She never even attempted to show up for these tailgate parties because she didn't have all the things that she was contracted to provide. And no, it wasn't just one tailgate party. She scammed many groups with these tailgate parties. Then what's her excuse for the Super Bowl scams? She had groups on 2 different occasions giving her money for charters to travel to the host city of the Super Bowl and never took them on the trip. She just pocketed all of their money. We're talking about a lady that's 64, 65 years old. And I don't care if she's a senior citizen. Triple OG city girls exist, and they too need to be held accountable. I don't know why people only believe young women can be scamming city girls. No, where do you think they learned that behavior from? They got the program from the old city girls, like this scammer here. I don't care what her age is. She should be locked up. She's done this over and over again and got away with it. Nah, this time she should get jail time in order to pay everybody back. I don't care. Garnish some fake disability checks or whatever money she claims she got from her family. She's 100% out of order. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this mess below. Special thank you to Emmett and Andrew. I appreciate all of you for your support for the channel. You can show your support as well. The link to PayPal is below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.